You're still locked into Inside Gospel. This is Frankie Wilson, of course, and stay tuned because we have some more music coming up your way, so you're not going to want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. Also, some free music giveaways. But right now, we got to stop for a moment, friends. You know, there are a lot of people out there listening still to this day that are outraged as another heart-rendering child death has occurred in this nation. I'm talking about this past Friday evening in Sanford, Florida, where police released 7 recordings of 911 calls that were made to them about the murder and the truth behind, in my opinion, the murder of Treyvon Martin. Now, if you have not heard about this horrible occurrence, then I'm not sure where you've been, but just so you can be caught up on it. Treyvon Martin was 17 years old. He was returning from the store to his father's fiance's house in Sanford, Florida, only to be gunned down and shot under false suspicion. And if you have not heard the recordings, they're absolutely shocking, and they reveal a teen's desperate cry for help in the last moments of his life. And some speculate that it was Martin's cry for help in a terrified attempt to escape the neighborhood watch volunteer, George Zimmerman, his killer. Okay, that's exactly what it is. He claimed prior to his release that he shot the teen in self-defense, but Martin was unarmed. 17-year-old kid, unarmed, heading back home. This is just, it's ridiculous. I'm at a loss still. I'm praying for the family of Treyvon Martin, and I'm also hoping that George Zimmerman, and if he is not the killer, whoever the killer is brought to justice, although I'm very certain it is George Zimmerman. However, got to tell you guys that even though we look at this, many are looking at this as strictly a racial issue, and it's dividing a lot of people, we have to understand that black versus white is not the only hate crime that's going on, and it's not the only hate crime that is causing people to die still to this day. There are a lot of hate crimes that are being committed against people because of their race, because of their gender, because of their sexual preference, because of their religion. A lot of hate crimes. People are dying every day. And we cannot, just because this is a young man, and this is tragic, and we're not taking away from it, but something that we need to take from this as well is that we need to learn how to extinguish and address the hate problem that we have amongst other brothers and sisters. Who cares about the color? Who cares about their background? We have got to address this issue with hate amongst each other, and we have to somehow find a way to address it and provide the true answer to this, which is love. If you look in the Bible, and we're Christians, friends, go to 1 Peter 4:8, and it tells you that above all, continue to love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of faults, a multitude of sins. 1 Corinthians, love is patient, it's kind, it doesn't envy, it doesn't boast, it's not proud. 1 Peter 1:22, now that you've purified yourselves by obeying the truth, so that you have sincere love for your brothers. Love one another deeply from the heart. I'm telling you, if we could learn how to love one another and treat each other out of respect and love, we can find a way to get away from this hate. And I understand that many are hurt right now, but we have to be cautious not to allow this hurt to transform itself into hate, because the devil will use anything he can to do that and tear us away from what God would have us to do, which is to love one another. Okay, that's my moment here on this. Once again, we are praying for the family of Treyvon Martin and that justice is served in this. But friends, we cannot forget, if we are to take a stance on this, let's take a stance not just towards justice, but let's take a stance towards love before it turns into hate. And that is something that we cannot stand for as Christians. Listen, I'm done with it right now. We still got some more music to come, but we're going to take a quick break, clear the air and everything. Coming up, I've got some great music that I know is going to bless you.